yesterday, and he was very, very gracious enough to take us to the island communities. Toby, good morning. Thank you very much for talking to us this morning.
Good morning.
Toby, yesterday we came to your place. I saw and I wept. This morning, what is the situation?
Good morning to your listeners, and good morning to you for the wonderful work you came to do to us for us yesterday. I am most grateful. My people said I should thank you so much. So, on behalf of the good people of Avaji Koma and my good self, I say, may God continue to bless your station and your management.
Right.
So that your station should be one of the best radio stations in the world.
Amen.
And your TV station should be the best as it is now.
Amen.
And the situation here is still the same. The river, there's more spillage, so it came up a bit. You know, the nature of the island is because it's on a high land, so you hardly see how it went up. But when you come to the mainland, where we stay, you can realize that it has gone up a bit. And we are praying to God that it shouldn't rain. But looking at the weather this morning, it may rain any moment from now. So that is the situation. But my people, they are fine. Everything is going on. Though they are traumatized, but by the grace of God, it's a matter of time. Things should be better.
Toby, I know that you have evacuated most of your subjects from the affected areas. First, guide me, how many people were you able to evacuate, number one? And then number two, how much did it cost you to do that evacuation?
The total population of my people on the island is almost 1,200. I have to engage a boat, these private boat operators, 5, to do the evacuation. So the evacuation started that fateful Wednesday, Tuesday night to Wednesday. And they were doing it for 3 days before we were able to move the last person from the island. But as we went there yesterday, you can see that there are still properties there. People have their belongings in their rooms. We are still doing moving their items from the island. So as at a day before yesterday that we came, I called the boat operators, and I want to hear from them how much would they be charging me and other things, though they said a figure. But looking at things, I will not be spending anything less than 20,000.
I see. NADMO yesterday said that they have been involved in the evacuation, provision of life jackets and relief items, etc. What is the true story on the ground, sir?
Tony, I think you are the right person to say things about the evacuation by NADMO, the so-called evacuation by NADMO to my people. And I can categorically tell you that on authority that there's nothing of that sort. They didn't even bring us a common, not a single life jacket. When I asked them, they told me that is the little one that they have. So if they give me their life jacket, they have to take it after everything, which I said no. Then I have to fall on people that I know and the other people, which I call Honorable Samuel Kujetua Blakwa. Because I have worked with him in the past before I became a chief. So quickly when I called him, though he wasn't around, but he asked me to send someone to his house so that they can give me the life jacket. And that is the life jacket that we are using as of now. If you cannot provide life jacket, how can you provide the so-called speedboat that they said they give to us for evacuation? Maybe they may be thinking that they will come and defray the cost or anything of that sort. But as I'm speaking to you now, there's nothing of that sort from NADMO.
Let's talk about the Vice President's visit to the place. Yesterday, he was there with the regional minister He was there with the Interior Minister, some officials from VRA, from NADMO, Information Minister, the DC, who said we should take down our banner from the place and all of that. What did the Vice President's visit mean to you?
It means to me personally, it's an inspiration to calm situations down a bit for talking to our people. But until we will take him serious, that will be when all the promises he made were fulfilled.
The promises that he made, I mean, some donations were made, some relief items were provided, but is that enough?
Not at all. The donations he made yesterday, some were taken away, and the rice that they brought, my community got only 20 pieces, 20 bags of rice and some few items. I don't know how, because they brought the thing there. I'm so grateful for the poly tank, because the way my people are suffering, we are able to engage a tanker service to bring a pipe-borne water from Adidoma pumping station, the 3 district water project. If we are able to bring water from there, we can store that water for at least 1 or 2 days for people to use to bath, at least, because we are depending solely on pure water. And I think that would be, it's not enough, but whenever someone gives you 1 sachet of pure water, you should be grateful. So we are grateful for his coming, and the money that he gave to 8 districts to be shared among themselves, that one, I can't speak to it unless someone come to my community and tell me this is what they have used the money for.
I'll take a look at the front pages, and maybe Helen can quickly do us the favor, read the front pages of the papers, Toby. So Dr. Bawumia, that's what? Dr. Bawumia, that's what?
That's right. Okay, ABC newspaper this morning. Bawumia donates 160,000 cedis to Akosombo Dam spillage victims.
Right.
That's on the front page there. We also
the Finder,
here,
Business Finder.
The Business Finder. Dr. Bawumia donates 160,000 cedis to displaced victims of dam spillage. Right. Some other newspapers here for your perusal. You've got Dr. Bawumia on the front page of the Daybreak. Bawumia shows love to flood victims, captured there. Again, Daily Guide. I'm saddened by your pains, Bawumia, to flood victims. You can see that there. And also Daily Graphic on the front page talks about the dam spillage, but doesn't mention Dr. Bawumia. So a majority of the papers this morning with Dr. Bawumia on the front page, the donation mentioned, and also a quote or two.
Toby, do you feel the love?
Johnny, to be honest with you, I was a politician before I became a traditional ruler. So I know what politicians can do at the right time to play around people's intelligence. So whatever the newspapers were publishing, that is what their paymasters asked them to do. But that is not the reality. What the Bawumia donated yesterday, Vice President Bawumia donated yesterday was 160,000 for 8 districts. They should be specific. So if you calculated that divided that 160,000 by 8 districts, that is 20,000 per district. And the Central Tongu district here, we have more than 30 communities that were affected. So if you wanted to give that, if you wanted to share that 20,000 among communities that were affected, one community will not even get up to 1,000 Ghana cedis. So you can imagine. So that 1,000 Ghana cedis will only buy, let's assume 1,000 Ghana cedis will only buy 2 bags of rice. That's 25 kilograms of rice, 2 for one community. So you can imagine, they will just mention the name, the money in bulk, but the reality is that it's nothing you can't do anything. That money cannot do anything to the flood victim.
Yesterday I was in your home, Togbi, and you gave us a warm reception. I saw next to your home where you have evacuated people. People are in the compound, they're sleeping on the outside, etc., etc. Let's talk about tents from NADMO. Tents and mattresses. Have they brought some to you for the people you have evacuated?
NADMO, to my community here, I can speak to only 15 mattresses that NADMO brought here out of the 1,200 people that.
So you get 15 what?
They brought 15 mattresses. I even have a photograph of the mattresses they brought.
Only 15 mattresses?
Yes, 15 mattresses. So I'm having about 1,200 people. You saw the people yesterday. The aged, those people who cannot walk and they can't come to the scene. They are in their various homes where they are scattered. And I am fortunate because this is the community that I live. The community that I live is under my jurisdiction. It's the same people. Is some of my subjects who reside here, and so it's easier for us to do certain things. There's we call some the mat that locally made mat.
That's right.
Herbs. We call it in our language apotago. So the mat, the locally made mat that they use leaves and to do it. That is what we are also buying for some people. And then there's an aged old lady who said she has been sleeping on the floor. So 3 days ago, I have to personally buy her a student mattress to be sleeping on. So NADMO only brought 50 mattresses. So I don't know where they send the rest of the mattresses. And anything that they brought to my people, even in my absence, they always give me feedback because I have a hard-working assembly member who is a cousin, and he's always with me doing everything. As I'm speaking to you now, he's standing before me. The assemblyman, his house that you wanted to go yesterday.
Yes.
That you wanted to talk to him. He's with me right now.
Let me quickly have a word with him to talk with, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Yeah, hello.
Assembly, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm just observing what's happening, and share with me, what has been your experience since the dam spillage happened?
Yeah, actually, it was a devastating situation. And we thank God we did not record any casualty. We'll be very smart to manage our people to cross the river to Sogui safety over here. So that is the situation. People are coming, Sogui is supporting in all ways. NADMO, they have been coming here. The little that they brought, we'll be sharing it to our people. As of now, life will not be very easy just like that, because people leave their homes unexpectedly, and then they become a refuge somewhere. So refugee somewhere. That's what I can say. So we are managing it. We are managing it.
The supplies from NADMO. What can you say about you are the assemblyman? What can you say about the supplies?
Even though it's not enough, but when they come with it, we manage it to share it to our people. When it doesn't reach, they go back and come another day. So even though it is not enough, we are also praying that it should come so that our people can be satisfied with it at least.
Assembly, thank you very much. You didn't share your name with us. Share your name quickly with us so we can...
My name is Simon Kumashi. Assembly member from Avadukuma Electoral area.
Right. And that's the place we went to yesterday. I saw the stool father.
And at the same time, the headmaster of the school.
But your school is closed. So what are your students doing now?
We are meeting the Director of Education and then the DC today to deliberate on the way forward and how to be at least doing something before the season get out normalcy.
I thank you very much for your time. Please hand over the phone to Togbi. Let's quickly wrap up with Togbi.
Oh, okay. Johnny.
Togbi, so where do we go from here? What do we do?
We have a lot of things to do, but it's just one step at a time. And we are putting our hearts together to make sure that our students will be engaged at least. The teachers are also here. The headmaster, he doubles as the headmaster and the assembly member. More or less an opinion leader who is a lawyer. So you can imagine. So we have whatever we have to do to make sure our people are okay. They live a better life. We are surely going to put it in place.
Right. Thank you very much, Togbi Sakwiti the fifth. And we're grateful that you could join us here. We're grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Your team, we were so happy. My people were so happy yesterday to see you around.
Right.
So we meet at the right time. I also come over and say thank you.
Thank you. Togbi, you don't need to do. That's our job, so to do. So we just pray that you will come out of the situation fully and wholly. We're grateful.
Thank you so much.
Let's go on to Togbi Jablu, the fourth. He's a morning show host of Dela Radio. He's also a royal, joining us on the phone line. Togbi, good morning. How are you, sir?
Good morning, Johnny. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm greater than Accra. Togbi, yesterday we met you. We went to the rice factory. We saw all the good work that's happening at the rice factory. But most importantly, we saw how your people are in pain and suffering.
Yeah.
Has anything changed?
Thank you, Johnny. Nothing has changed. It's the same as you came to meet it yesterday. As of this morning, it's only the radio station that continues to relieve items. And as I speak to you now, it's a truckload of food items and sachet water being donated by philanthropy to the radio station. Our team are all on the field sharing these items.
Which philanthropists are these? Care to mention them?
Yes, there is this famous man in Chicago called Willie Akosombo. Willie Ago Enterprise. He's an entrepreneur, an engineer. He brought us about 20 bags of rice. Other people, Johnny, a lot. When you come, our newsroom has become
Ministers of State
now, and so our team is on the field sharing these items. Not much is seen by from the NADMO and then VRA. I don't know how VRA is sharing the items, but then initially they were sharing it through NADMO. But I don't know what they are doing now. People keep calling the radio station, complaining that they've not gotten any food, they've not gotten any water, they've not gotten any relief items. And we've been wondering why, and we don't want to continue asking NADMO, what are you doing, what are you doing? Since items are coming from philanthropies and then well-wishers, we decided to do the sharing ourselves.
The relief items that you are giving to the people, and Togbi explained to me that people have been displaced. He's hosting some of the people. Share with me an idea of how they are receiving these relief items, how they are literally scratching them where they itch.
When you look at the whole thing, apart from Honorable Samuel Blackwa, who is giving out food items, many of the stakeholders, as in the politicians, are sending water to the people. Now, the things that are coming to us here, yesterday you witnessed the spring agro. I brought them to donate rice, bags of rice to probably the seed. So these people, what they want is food. That is what they need. Now, water will come. I spoke with a lady, and she's like, no, even before the flood, she only sent her children to go and buy, when they're going to go and buy pure water for me. And so she can continue doing that. But what they need now is food items. You know, the people need food, they need oil. Relief items that are coming to us because the people around here are predominantly cassava farmers, maize farmers, and stuff. So those are the things that we are receiving here: cassava dough, maize, in large quantities. And you know, some of them we go to the milling center to mill them before we give to them because they are not in their comfort zones anymore where they will go to the milling center to mill before they. So some of the items even go to the milling center to mill them before we go and share out to them. So now they are so happy. A lot of people calling us from South Tongue. People are calling us even from North Tongue where the issue. They said they want to bring their relief items to us so that we go because they don't trust NADMO. So they want to bring their relief items to us before we give out to the people. So they are so happy receiving these items from us, especially the food, cassava dough, rice, and then the maize and other stuff. So they're so happy. Some people are bringing fish, you know, dry fish. These boys playing fish, you know, and they are so happy because it is food they need now.
NADMO says they have created safe havens for your people. What do you say?
Yes, they have 2 safe havens, but they mentioned 2 safe havens. But then
if I said you said 3. Yesterday, Seji Saji speaking while the vice president was watching.
He said 3.
Right.
And then he said Northton was 12 or something. But in Central Tongue, I know Northton, one at Dr. Adidome. You remember I was telling you yesterday, we went there on our return, we couldn't come back, that we had to go and pass through Trapon, Kadia to hold before getting to Adidome.
Right.
Yes, so that is one I know in Northton. The other one here is at the farm, Adidome Farm is at the Adidome Farm. I don't know which of the safe havens, maybe public house is part of the safe havens Sagi was talking about. But then I know of only one
Ministers of State
in Central Zone, which is at the Adidome Farm.
I see. Toby W, thank you very much indeed for your time. We're grateful.
Thank you, Johnny.
My colleague Na Ashoko Mensadoku is joining us live from the Volta region where we were yesterday. Na, good morning. How are you?
Hello.
Na, good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I'm well. How are you?
I'm greater than Accra. Yesterday I saw with my eyes, felt with my emotions, everything else in the Volta region. What are you experiencing in the Volta region? Share with me.
Oh, Johnny.
Ministers of State.
I can't find the word. We got here last night and we had the opportunity to walk around the community with some of the community leaders to see the extent of the damage that the floods have occasioned. And I tell you, Johnny, in all of my life, I have never seen anything like this. It's one thing to see pictures on social media and on television, and it's a totally different thing to be here, to experience what the people who live here are experiencing every day. So right now where I am, I'm standing in front of one of the transport spots. This spot I'm standing at now used to be a tarred road. Now it is black water, filthy, stinky black water. And when I say stinky, it's a watered down version of what I actually want to say. The water smells like fecal matter and petrol or some fuel mixed together. This is the water that people are sitting on or traveling across to get to the St. Kizito camp, where a lot of the displaced people are currently taking abode and refuge. There are many canoes here. You have to pay 1 cedi to the people who operate the canoes to take you across. There have been many women and children who have crossed since I've been here. Children as young as 2, 1, babies. They have no life jackets. They have no Wellington boots, even nose masks to, protect them from the pungent smell that's coming from the water. we have been told that there are snakes in the water, but because of how dark it is, you cannot see, basically.
Right.
And so they are at risk, all sorts of risk, traveling from one point to the other. You would wonder why they want to cross to the other side if the Sinskizito campsite is safe. The truth is, even though it's safe and they are there, they have to cross over because they need food and supplies from the other side.
Right.
So mothers who have their children with them at the camp would leave their children or come with them to the other side to buy some food, to get some supplies, medical supplies, clothing and other things that they need to have some near comfort at the campsite. A lot of them have also complained about the relief items that are coming in.
Right.
A lot of them, of the relief items, are taken to only one site, that's the Sinskizito site. There are other schools which house or camp some other displaced people, but they don't get anything at all. And they are calling for more help, especially medical help. Because as you might know, North and South Tong have been declared public health emergency zones. There is a concern for the outbreak of cholera and typhoid and other waterborne diseases. And so they need medical supplies and education on how to safely maneuver these problems that they are currently encountering. They cannot leave, but they can, or they believe there are safer ways that they can continue to live here. So that's basically what I have experienced since I got here yesterday.
Yesterday, I went to Agbatima Copper. It's one of the island communities. You are in Mepe. The buildings and all the properties that have been submerged are visible to you. But do you see any safe havens being, holding up the people there? Do you see any of them? Hello, Noah? Do you see any safe havens for the people affected?
I am currently getting into a canoe to go to one of the safe havens. That is the Sinskizito school. That's the most popular one that we've heard about. I have just gotten onto the canoe now with some of the townspeople and my crew.
Do you have a life jacket? Do you have a life jacket?
I have a life jacket and Wellington boots. Some of the ones that the MP, Samokujiso Ablakwa, provided the people of the community. Some of them have lent theirs to my crew and I so that we will be safe on the water. But I dare say 95% of the townspeople do not have, or at least 95% of the people who I have seen cross this water since I have been here do not have life jackets. And even more scary is the children who are crossing. Some of them are sitting on the edges of the canoe. They are probably used to water, and so they are not afraid, but not this water. This water is pitch black, so much so that if anyone fell over, you would not see them. And it's polluted and contaminated, and there's a lot of something that looks like fuel, oil on the surface of the water, which is also very scary because, God forbid, if there's a fire, then I don't know what's going to happen. So that's what I see from my point of view where I am now.
Now, I thank you very much indeed for your report. Please stay safe. And is Roland with you?
Roland is currently at Sinskizito, so perhaps you can call him and he can give you some information about what's happening there right now.
Right. Thank you. Stay safe out there. And Janet, let's reach out to Roland and quickly get some more information. And here at Media General, you know that when the Angloga, Ketu South and Keta disaster tidal wave happened, we raised funds, we took food to the people, we always try to lead, as is our job and mandate so to do. Gillian Hitcott is the head of our CSR wing, 3 Foundation. She's in studio. Gillian, what are we doing this time around?
Yes, so when this situation happened, we immediately decided that we will launch the Dam Spillage Relief Fund.
Right.
To mobilize support for the people. And I must say that we are getting some positive feedback from the public. There's a lot, we've had a lot of calls from members of the public asking how they can, contribute to this relief fund and also present items. Mostly we've gotten feedback on clothing.
Right.
But we are appealing to them to also consider detergents, consider food, medicines, and critical essentials that the people will need. For us, when these things happen, it's the women and the children who are seriously impacted. They are hard hit. And so we need to look at, baby items, even finding a place, shelter.
To lay your head.
To lay their heads. It's a heart-rending. Yesterday it was the same word I used, heart-rending situation.
How do people contribute to this initiative and this laudable initiative?
Yes, so with respect to the fund we have launched, we are asking people to kindly package whatever they have, food, clothing, medicines, building materials, whatever they have. We pull them and send it to the community. They should bring them to TV3.
TV3.
Yes.
At the Sawe in Kanda.
At the Sawe
John Hammond
we
Street.
have a place to collect them. And then for those who don't have items but they would want to donate to the fund, they can do so through the 3 Foundation number, which is 059 7433
Say it again, please.
059 7433
059 7433
The reference is Akosombo.
Akosombo.
They should always add the reference Akosombo.
So we know where the money is going and for which purpose it is.
Exactly. And there's a merchant number which is 120494.
Okay, go over it again.
120494.
120494. 120494. 120494. Yeah.
The merchant name is 3 Foundation, and the reference still is Akosombo.
120494. 120494. That's the merchant's number on MTN Momo.
Yes.
But what's the number again if you want to send it to it?
Momo number is 059 7433
Okay. Again, finally, please.
059 7433
And there's no donation that's too small. Anything can come in.
And Johnny, I think that some people like to call to inquire and to discuss. They can call 0243 126 282 and we will respond to
0243
126 282. That is just for inquiries.
These numbers that you have mentioned, what's the name? If I decide to send money, what name would I find on it?
3 Foundation.
3 Foundation. For both the merchant and the phone number.
Yes.
Thank you so much indeed, Gillian. We're grateful and we thank you for all that you're doing for Mother Ghana as well. Connect with Roland Walker in a bit. FM Sunrise on 92.7. Elena Piampofo is here. See, she's making copious notes. Will she be biting? I don't know. When we return from the break, we'll find out.
Usika semen koyana quick credit sia say sika pe enna fom intina yaba say ye be church wo yam bosia bon hye ho wutumi bobosia edifi aso ye 3500 Ghana cedis edeko